head is not cooperating with me. It's not going high enough. Maybe because I got little heels on. I don't know. So, welcome to my channel if you're new. This is my journey of using a ketogenic journey to lose 212 pounds and yes, getting the C word multiple times and gaining weight from it, causing inflammation. Now since March 12th, 13th, somewhere around there, I have been trying my darnest to make sure, because I did have a cheat meal on my birthday, to make sure that I stay very strict keto. Very, very, very strict keto. Because I got to 210 at that time. So I have a little chit chat on the video coming up for y'all to watch and what I've eaten today. And it is only 12 o'clock. So let's go listen to that and then we'll be right back. Alright, I've just climbed out of bed. It is day 1 of April's challenge by Olivia NC Keto channel. It is either the beef, butter, egg challenge or a keto challenge, or like me, and I think Wendy said she will be having some beef on some days with it, I will be mixing it up. If you missed yesterday's video, go watch it because I give you the options. Also, I'm going to put the pictures of the options on Facebook of what I'm doing, and I called them options because I have to have 2 under 600 calorie days, and I have to have, I think it's supposed to be 500, but it got a little above that. And then I have to have more days, right? Regular days, 5 regular days of the challenge. So I made me options, multiple ones, so I don't have to run to the carb manager and put it in if I don't want to, because I already did put it in over and over again, working it out to give me plans. Gave myself options so I can pick up the option paper and be like, okay, so this is exactly what I'm eating today. But if I feel like keto chow cookies for the day, one of the days has it. Keto chow ice cream has it. Keto chow pancake has it. If I just feel like steak and eggs, I have one for that too. It's all there for me. My calories might be way lower than most of y'all like, so mine is based around a 1200 calorie diet because that's where I feel best in life, period. Even on maintenance, I just feel better on 1200. I usually would not film as wreck as I am right now. I have not showered yet, have not done anything. I just made my collagen coffee. It is 10 a.m. so boy did I fast a long time. I don't even know how long and too tired to do the math. I figured as long as I stop eating every day by 5, and I never really eat or drink before 8:30 or 9:30, somewhere around there, my fast will be way long enough every day. Pipey wouldn't let us go to bed. At 12 last night, she started freaking out, crying. I fed her like 3 cans of cat food, thinking maybe she's just hungry. And she was, but if you give her cat food right now, she's going to down it. She's really hungry, feeding 5 babies. And she also has a whole bowl of hard kitten food all the time. I'm going to go look for some supplements today because I'm worried about her calcium. She started panning, which is normal for new mommies, especially when they overfeed or they get hot, and the house was hot, so we had to turn the air on. But it kind of freaked me out, and I went down the rabbit hole of things that can happen to new mommy kitties, and one of them is called fever milk or milk fever. So basically you need to make sure their calcium doesn't dry up, and that can happen between the 3rd and 5th week. So I'm going to start giving her supplements now to make sure she's safe. But she wanted to move them. She moved 2 of them over and over again, and I had to keep telling her no because she is trying to. I ended up letting them all come to the living room in a pool that I have for them, a hard, kiddie pool that I made up for them for when they're a little older. But I went ahead and let her put her in there for a little while last night just to calm down, and it was cooler out here, And then she finally started to relax and calm down. She was very stressed for some reason. She did not want to be in the closet. Maybe she was just too hot. Then after an hour or two, we moved the kiddie pool to the closet to give her a bigger space, and we left them in there. And at first she was a little wanting to get back out. Around 3:40 she finally stayed in there and stopped dragging the kittens around. And I went in there around, I think 8 something, and she moved one of the kittens back to what I call the bassinet with her, and I moved the rest for her, and that's where they all are right now. And she seems to be way better, but I can't leave them out here. Sharky thinks they're play toys, and he bats at them because he's still a baby and he doesn't understand, and he's trying to play. So he does this, not trying to hurt them. He wants them to get up and play with him. But Willow was really good. She met them. She's been slowly meeting them, but yesterday, while Piper was so hot and or panicking or whatever she was doing, and she was feeding them, she just seemed frantic trying to clean them. And Willow came over and cleaned all their tushies for her while they were nursing. And so that's why I'm a wreck. Didn't even think the scale would move at all because of no sleep, and boy was it stress. So much stress. But the scale did move. I am officially now, starting weight for April 1st is 187.8. That is the April 1st one. So I know I whined a lot last month because I said the weight just was not following down properly. Because a lot of it's water weight, and I don't like to count water weight loss. But let's count water weight loss. That means last month I went from 210 at the end of February, I think it was. Or the beginning, no, 210 around March 11th, March 12th, March 13th, somewhere in there, I was 210. I know a lot was water weight. I know for sure 10 pounds were water weight. But if you go back and look around my birthday videos around March 11th, March 12th, you'll see I was so angry, so upset because I got to 210. Well, that means I lost 23 pounds. And 3 weeks right in there. That's what that means. Because a lot was water weight. And that's why I was mad the scale wasn't going faster, because I wanted it to go faster because I know I have a lot of fluid on me. I can see it, I can feel it, and I just want the fluid off so I can know what my real fat weight is and go from there. But yeah, about 23 pounds in about a little over 2 weeks. So I don't know what I wanted my body to do. It's not like it could have done any more. It's just I've lost so track of time with this whole C word thing that I had. My brain fog is serious, and I just was forgetting. I went back and looked at what I was around that time, and I was forgetting that, girl, you were 210. And yeah. Anyways, I am going to drink my coffee and watch Wendy and Harry. Okay, so this is my morning breakfast. It's almost 12 o'clock. We have errands to do, so this part is really rough, trying to eat before we go places. It's putting us back. So, my plan was for 7 ounces of porterhouse, but I only have 6, so I'm going to have to adjust it a little. Today won't be one of the sheet days, and I'll be putting it in my carb app. And I'm having 2 eggs with some Himalayan salt, and I sprayed extra virgin olive oil. I'm exhausted. Little Missy's still trying to move the babies all morning. Alright, so here we go. I've done my weigh-in for the day. My starting April challenge weigh-in is going. You heard it, 187.8. So now I'm going to step back and we will relook at this video at the end of the month together. On May 1st, I will replay this part of the video. So this is a large shirt I got from Walmart. I probably should have got it extra large, but I want to be able to continue to wear it when I lose weight because I really like it. I'm having a good day, so don't mess it up or something like that. Yeah, don't ruin it. So, but I saw this shirt and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that shirt. And I was like, but what am I going to wear with it? Just plain jeans, or do I want to go crazy? Well, the funny thing is I watched Wendy's video this morning, kind of looking a little 70s, 60s going on there in her shirt, and I was already dressed for the day. Dina's saying 60, I'm saying 70. They are bell-bottom flower pants to go with my shirt, and of course, you know, I always do the tank top thing, but here we go. This is what I look like in this outfit on April 1st. I will re-put this outfit on May 1st. And no, I'm not stretching it out, so you don't have to worry that I'm going to stretch it out or anything. But this is my body on the 1st. On the 1st. And we will see what it looks like on the 1st of May. Baby! The first, isn't there whistling? So, that is the view. I am hoping the shirt is way looser, because as you can see, it is quite tight. We want it to be baggy a little at least, or a lot. And hoping these pants will be too big. Yes, honey bun?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, gosh. I hate Austin Powers, and he knows it. And he knows. Hold on, let me stop this clip, because this will be what I put in on the 1st. Okay, he knows that I hate today. Today is April 1st. April Fool's Day. It is the worst day of the year for me. Why, you ask? Because my real name is actually April, if you do not know. And boy, friggin' crazy, does people drive me nuts over it. Insanely. April Fools, April Fools, April Fools, and they think they should get me the most, and I hate jokes that involves lies, because I just consider you lying. I don't consider it a joke. And he's already gotten me like 3 or 4 times today, and I just want to scream because I can't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth today. It is one of those kind of days. But anyways, we got to get going because we have a lot of errands to do today. Okay, so this is my dinner. It is the key line keto chow with 2.5 tablespoons of butter with about 14 ounces of water. It is now 5 o'clock. I wanted to be done eating before 5, but we were out shopping, so here I go. Walmart is getting really depressed because there's all these gorgeous summer dresses, and a year ago I could have fit them. Now I can't. So I did something. I just ran over a cat, I think. Alright, so I bought a gold dress. A couple of them. This one's a small. That is a very tiny large. This is a large that I may be able to wear now, but I'm not sure. It looks really small to me. And then I bought some mediums for the future. Can't really step back and show you because I can't move them all. But these, I decided to go ahead and get myself gold dresses, period, because they're not going to be back. They'll be gone. And I know I can get back to that size, so I love it. He's all excited. He's anticipating the way to go out and run like a crazy person. Mommy probably shouldn't bring her new phone because I have no pockets. And he's off in the races. Hold on, Sharky. Mommy's got to shut the door. Sharky, wait. Mommy's got to figure out how to put this on me tighter. Okay, mister, where are we going? We're off to the races. No, you can't get it to come off you. No, it doesn't work. Nope, it ain't going nowhere. Come on, let's go walk. Mommy's got to clean up the front yard. Come on. Is Mommy going to have to put her phone away? Sharky, did you get yourself twisted in it? Yes. We still need a better one. I was there last night and forgot to buy one. I think we're going to go... I forgot to go to the pet store and get the calcium. Oh, I'm just forgetting everything. Will you get out of the mud? Out of the mud. What? Come on. Come on, Sharky. Sharky. It's harder to walk a cat than a dog, but he loves it so much. Come on, let's go see Haley. Haley's outside. Come on. Haley's outside. Yeah, I told you Haley's outside. Let's go get her. Come on. How do I think day one went? Well, it was really hard being out, trying to get back in time because I really want to focus on eating before 5. That is a huge goal for me for this challenge. Is something I'm setting for myself. So that was rough. It was 5:15 by the time I got to eat my keto chow. So I did last night order some jars that are going to help me on this journey, and I will show you when they come in. They're from Amazon. I know they're going to make it way more simpler for me. I am absolutely starving, but I set myself up a fasting rule, and it doesn't matter how hungry I am. I'm going to sit and chug some water because of my fasting rule I gave myself. I didn't get a second coffee. I only got one. I didn't get all my eggs or any. My calories are low. They're under 1,000. We'll discuss all that later. But yeah, I did not hit my macros that I wanted exactly, and I didn't get my coffee, but these are my rules that I do not want to bend. See, I have a little issue. When I set myself up rules and allow myself to bend one, it's like a landslide where I think I can bend it every day or start bending other ones, and you know, the blah, 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 like, so I have to be strict with myself. These are your rules. You have 30-something days or however many days is in April, because I honestly don't even know. You have that amount of days to follow these rules. And that's what I'm going to do. I've already told myself this. I'm not switching the meats. I have found meat I can handle with my stomach, and if I all of a sudden can't handle it, I guess we're going to a lot of eggs. And if I can't handle that, I guess I'm going to butter and keto chow all the way, because that is the rules. Like, my dad's birthday is on the 12th, so we are going to have to go to a steak house or something because I can have beef. Somewhere I can have beef. Can't have cheese. Can't have nothing else on it. So it can't be a hamburger. Can't have lettuce or any of that. Can't eat any of my sides. But he wants to eat out, so it has to be. I'm going to start looking already, because it's got to be somewhere where I can say no seasoning and all that stuff on my meat. I'm thinking Texas Roadhouse, but I don't know. Because the rules, and I really don't want to eat out at all in this challenge, but he wants to so bad. But maybe I can talk him in to. My daughter's texting me. Hold on. My daughter had me on the phone so long, I don't even know where I left off. She's trying to make homemade salsa. So, yeah. Not gonna lie, tonight is a hard night. Probably because I did the cutoff early. Also, because I'm craving some more eggs. And the savory chicken keto chow. I want both. So, I don't know why. Just don't know why. Probably because I went over there and everyone's talking about food all the time. Dino's eating his dinner right now, and I smell it. It's like 9 o'clock at night, I think it is. So, Dino made a comment. We're watching Thomas Stellari's video today about why you're depressed when you're large or something. Like, it was a thing. Which was about hormones, though. And he, of course, Dino goes, of course you're depressed, you're fat. Who wouldn't be? No. No, see, he's never been fat. So he assumes that fat people are depressed. I wasn't. In Florida, when I lived in Florida, I was 400 pounds almost. Wasn't depressed. Went to the beach. wore bathing suits like there were no tomorrow, wore whatever beautiful clothes. I did not realize how fat I was, to be honest. I did not see me as a fat person in the mirror. I'm not even gonna lie. My weight did not faze me at all back then. Worked at a movie theater, cleaned theaters, did all kind of stuff, worked at other places, had friends, went clubbing, went dancing, swimming. I was very, very active, very, very social, very, very completely fine with my weight. Did not see it, did not faze me. When I look at it now, it fazes me. I never was depressed in my life, really, until the last year or so. After the C word. That's when depression started hitting. When life started becoming a prison and things started changing. I tried to explain. You can be very happy and be fat. Okay? Like I was. I mean, I had miserable moments in my life, but it had nothing to do with my weight at all. I had a lot of health problems, you know, and when I moved back here, I realized just how big I really was. And the smaller I get, I realize just how big I was. But being fat doesn't necessarily make you depressed. Just doesn't. Some people, we're perfectly happy, right? I was happy until this is when it started to faze me. When they got rid of Fashion Bug. So now I can only shop at Torrid, which is great for certain businesses, attire, but not every day. It was old lady clothes at Walmart for big people or any store you went to. Just as I started to lose the weight, Torrid came in around here and had some awesome clothes. And I started buying them, and I was still, you know, a 5X and a 4X when it came in, and I had already lost like 100 pounds by then. I don't know what my biggest size was. I really don't, like, my clothes were like sheets. I bought them at Lane Bryant's. Almost everything was bought at Lane Bryant's at that point. It was the biggest size they carry. It was extremely tight on me. Yeah, so the moral of the story is you can't look at someone and assume they're depressed because of the way they look or because of their living situations or they're not rich or something. I don't think my Mima was ever depressed, and she was definitely no means rich at all. They scraped by their whole life, but she had God. Like, she was very religious in the church, Southern Baptist, and her whole life was focused on God. And so most people, a lot of people you meet whose whole focus is on God, like doing good and worshiping and praying, those people who do it so, like, I've never met one that's deeply depressed. I mean, I've met ones that are depressed because they've lost their loved one, their soulmate in life, and they were with them forever, and they get sad that way, and they don't just come out of it. But I mean, like, a different kind of depression type deal. I just never seen that. The people, like, I am definitely believe in God. I believe in the Bible, all that kind of stuff. But I don't go to church. I was going to before the C word. But then I have an issue about, well, what church will I fit in at? Just because of beliefs I was brought up with, that is ingrained in me. But at the same time, there are a few things that I think is being gotten wrong. So going to the church I was brought up in would not be an answer. So that's why I don't really go to church right now, because I just don't know where I would fit in at. And everything's been so political, like you can't go to church unless you wear them. Or, you know, it's all these weird things, or if you haven't been, you can't go to church. Like, that's been happening a lot at churches. So, I just, you know, I have my beliefs, my faith, all my own without being inside a church. But at the same time, you know, those people also have each other. Like, I used to be huge in church, go to church 5 days a week, and all my friends were from church, and we went out together, and I love that. That was probably one of the best part of my life I ever had, other than when I lived in Florida with my friend Janine. But that's what got me depressed with the C word. I felt cut off from the world, really. Like, and things still are not normal yet. They just, it's gonna take a while, right? Everyone's having issues from getting it, right? That's just lingering around. Now I can tell you, 4 days so far. Has it been 4 days? 3 or 4 days of doing the beef thing, you know, because I started early. I didn't mean to, but I wanted to make sure I could do it so I didn't let people down, and I wanted to try different beefs so I could have some options. So I started early. I know, bad me, but we're counting today's as day number 1. But I have noticed a huge difference in my skin already, my sleeping habits, my just the way I feel. Like, my bone pain seems to be way less. Of course, you know, I'm cutting out nightshades, so that's gonna take tons of pain away, cutting out nightshades all on its own. And cheese can cause inflammation in a lot of people, so that's probably gonna take away some stuff with me too. This is basically a elimination diet, other than we are allowing ourselves to have eggs, because most elimination diets, they take the eggs away too. It's just beef or just chicken, and that's it. But this is very close to elimination diet. For me, it will be, because as I add stuff back in May, the first thing I'll probably add back in will definitely be my cheese. And I will see, do I go up in weight? Do I feel stopped up? Do I feel not, and I mean stopped up in sinuses. Do I not feel good? Is my bones hurting? Do I feel like I have inflammation? I'm going to put stuff back in slowly so I can tell. It's getting late. I didn't sleep last night, so my butt is about to go crawling to bed, even though I am hungry. And I always suggest listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. However, for this challenge, I will not be listening to my body after 5 o'clock, because it's going to take a few days to get my body used to eating earlier. I'm getting hungry at 11, but I need to get hungry earlier so I can have all my food done in time. And I'm just going to have some growing pains. When I first started keto and I started cutting out, well, the second year of keto, I started cutting out, stopped eating earlier, and I started cutting out all the cheese I was eating, because then I was eating late, because I found Dr. Eric Westman, and at that point, I was eating probably 10 ounces of cheese a day. Even though my weight was going down, I realized that probably wasn't the best answer, and I agreed with the 2 ounces, and now he's raised it to 4, but once I started cutting that out, started cutting out my beef sticks, started cutting out like my olives, lowering my olives, I suffered from tons and tons of hunger, because that was a lot of fat and calories in just those items. I used to have a little snack plate every night, and that was before I started doing YouTube. And once I cut all that out, my weight started falling like crazy. So, sometimes it's growing pains, right? Sometimes we just feel a little hungry, and sometimes, what if I'm not really hungry? Let's be honest. My stomach could be sitting here hungry because I was in my mom's house and they're cooking. I smell it. Dino's food, I smell. Everyone's talking about food. So, it could literally bring my mind playing tricks on me because I wasn't hungry, right? Until I got near all that. Because that's why bakeries have that, like, fill the air with their deliciousness to make you hungry. If you're hungry, you're going to step in and get a cupcake or a thing of bread, right? But if you don't smell that when you walk past the bakery, you're going to keep on walking, okay? It's a trick, because they all know smells control your mind, control your hunger. It's why you can smell something from your childhood all of a sudden, like Dial soap for me, the yellow soap. My grandmother always had it in her bathroom, and to this day when I smell it, it takes me right back to my childhood washing my hands in her bathroom. Always has, always will. Same with Close-Up toothpaste. She always used that too. Every time I smell it or use it or even see it, it triggers memories. So that's just how our brains work. Smells control you. Doesn't actually mean you're hungry, but you smelled something that made you hungry. I'm so mad at myself I forgot about that seasoning. I'm gonna have to put it on my stove because I'm about to order more. I was gonna order the big bags and they're completely sold out because I am in love with that hickory season, and I wish I had it on my steak today and totally forgot. But that being said, I am going to shut up now and probably go crawl in the bed.